What is happening, openers? Good to see you all. Hope you had a good pitching day yesterday. Sorry, Burns, but hey, Trevor Rogers. That was pretty cool. We got our streaming victory with Spencer Turnbull. Filthy. Why filthy? Magic Oriole Daytona Custom. Good to see all of you. All right. Got my cup of schmo. Tony Disco, A Sardina. Yeah, man, it's Rocky Road. Rocky Road was doing some things. Let me I realize I haven't gotten the normal tweet out, so I got to do that. Let's get that out, and let's go on to Discord as well. Sorry about Austin Gomber, guys. Trevor Rogers, man. Trevor Rogers. Good to see you, Cash. Yoni Yo-Yo, Felix, A Sardina, Brent Carswell, Yellow Pools, Crooked Alligator, Sherman, ND Brian. Good to see all of you. I hope you're doing well. Blue Eyes Live. Blue Eyes Live? I'm going to say it's Blue Eyes Live Dragon. Everyone leaves Great America Small Park and then they deal. I mean, it was, it was Oracle Park and Rocky Road, and Tony Disco just cruised with that. TJ Antone is filth. It is true. Oh, there you go. Filth is the nasty stuff. I got you, Custom. What if they made Ohtani a closer? I honestly think that's the way to go, personally. Andy Bryan, there's no reason to do that. Hey, no need to jump off bridges. No. No. Let's not talk like that. CSW nerd, good to see you. PJ, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I do this annoying thing sometimes where I can see a rare good start. I saw a path for Austin Gomber to do well yesterday, but I didn't make it the pick or something. I didn't shout it from the hilltops. I just put him at the end of the question. It was oh, you know what? This could be a sneaky start. So I get to hedge my bets, and it's annoying. Because I'm not saying you should start Gomber in a 12-teamer. But I mean, I can imagine some people reading that being oh, yeah, maybe I should start Gomber. And then all of a sudden I can then pull back and say, well, I didn't suggest him heavily. So I feel weird about it. I feel kind of bad. But it's hard communicating all that stuff. Scherzer Day times G. I just hope Giolito's totally fine. Oh, come on. It's against Cleveland. Do it, Daytona. Come on. We'll talk tomorrow, okay? And I'll be in massive regret, or I'll look immensely forward to our conversation, Daytona. I mean, you're starting Giolito. Sherman, I will not lie. But yeah, Giolito should be totally fine. I mean, you're obviously starting him. Maeda should be fine. Let's do it now. I'll take note of this, Daytona, okay? Yeah, it's not as aggressive as last year, but I mean, he put it in good spots, and we got a decent camera angle, I think, yesterday, if I remember right. But it worked. I mean, yeah, we got Minnesota. It was amazing. Finally, we see it. You might be right though, Yo. Maybe he has lost some movement to it. It will be fine, TM. Miles Teller. So is it the drummer? PJ? I can kind of see that. It's Blue Eyes. I had a week, I think I got 14 stolen bases or something. it's such a weird team because I didn't draft for stolen bases at all. But like Rizzo has a couple, or Rosario does, and Canna does, and Machado does, and it's so weird. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, if you didn't catch it, I still can't believe it. I just got a comment from Steve Hanovich. I don't know if you guys remember Steve. He was one of the writers from like the very beginning. And he just commented on the SP Roundup saying, heard Cone name drop fast in the yes broadcast. No, almost, well, blanked himself with happiness. That was a really cool thing. That was a really, really cool thing. Oh, it's so great. I hope you guys saw that too. Hey, what's up, Yance? Canada is really good. I hope you guys caught that, by the way. Yeah, Fast is over 20,000 Twitter followers now. I'm willing to bet that like in a year he's gonna have more than me, and that's completely fine with me. But all right, let's see here. Yeah, Rizzo has been running a lot. It's weird. Any chance of referring to PL's Discord as the Tony Discord for all of the starts? Oh my god, that's funny. That's funny. Canyonus? That's really Kenyonis? No, Keonis? Okay, Keonis. That's really funny. The PL Tony Discord. Good morning, cuties. Good, pretty cool forming pictures, embracing CSW. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, David Cohn actually was so awesome to reach out to us about CSW when we made that like a major thing in 2019. So you guys remember we did that podcast with him, which was like blew me away. That was one of the pinnacles of what I've done, right? Because I mean, this is my hero growing up, and still is in many ways. And yeah, like it was really, really, really cool. Smaltimore connections, absolutely. Oh yeah, were you pushing for first year? Was it you pushing Sheffield yesterday? Did you weigh in on Tatis stealing the sign thing? He totally was, right? Doesn't matter. Whatever. You can do that. Like, it's complete gamesmanship. You're in that box. You can look. I mean, as a catcher, it's why you don't go like, you hide them. I mean, traditionally, like, you don't as a batter constantly look, but yeah, he looked, they messed up, and there you go. Well, just don't bang a trash can. Well, that's a completely different thing. Like, there's a difference between a batter in the box with nothing external going on, seeing and using what's available to him. Just like it's reading this catcher science is just like the batter seeing through the glove what grip the guy has. There's nothing different. By banging on a trash can, they had a camera in center field that relayed the information to the dugout, and then they banged on a trash can to then get like no, you can't do that. I didn't say anything about not throwing up and in, but they hit them. I mean, that's a different story. But me, I'm like, yeah, throw a fastball up and in. I mean, there's a difference between like throwing a pitch that could actually harm someone and looking at the catcher's sign because he didn't hide it well enough. Huge difference there. We don't want players to get hurt, especially headhunting, right? Now, if they are throwing a fastball up and in and they're actually trying to do that, that's a different story. Yeah, I'm not going to go into that, Yance. Tyler Molly didn't actually have his fastball as much as we normally see, but it was good to see him adjust to the splitter. And he performed well with that. But yeah, anyway. Adam Wainwright is doing good things. That's cool to see. I was really annoyed by that first inning of Ohtani, and I actually thought I was going to lead the roundup with Ohtani after that first inning, but then more things happened as they do. Oh, hey, thanks so much for the sub. Oh, you're fantastic, Tar Minotaur. I think that's it. Tar Minotaur 56. You're great, man. Thank you. Waino's curveball has been like legitimate for a bit, you know. Morton wasn't bad. I think he's actually all right with. I mean, he was throwing like 96 yesterday. Bryant stayed in on an 0-1 curveball. I mean, he did a good job with that. A lot of times he gets a free strike with that. Wheeler finally, man, I've been stressing out about that. You guys know me and Zach Wheeler. Like, I firmly believe in what he does. It's just hadn't been working out, you know? And finally we get a start where it's just like that fastball just dominates. And it's like, yes, this is how it should be. No, well, yeah, exactly, Arliss. Right. What's hard for a batter to do is to see that pitch coming at you and stay in. And it came back, and he's like, cool, I got it now. You know? I mean, I don't really think a lot about Patino's few innings because I know he's not a starter. It stinks. So I haven't really given it a detailed look yet because of that. I mean, I still have my assessment from last year, which is hey, he throws hard and has a decent breaker or two, and cool. But he's just, I have no faith that the Rays are going to like let him go at least 5 innings with any sort of consistency. So I just move on. Oh, I'm sorry, Felix. Yep. Yeah, we're responsible to my Manscaped now. Yeah. I talked to a lot of people about that before I started doing it, but it works with our audience, so we're doing that. By the way, so it's Tuesday. In about 27 hours, I get my second shot of the vaccine. I just want to let you guys know, for Thursday, I mean, I'm purposely over prepping for this. On Thursday, I don't have a backup plan. People are like, Nick, get a backup plan just in case you're not feeling well Thursday morning. No. I'm going to I'll probably nap all of Thursday or whatever. But I do the roundup at 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. every night. And time for notes. Thank you so much, CeeLo. Thanks, Daytona's 5-year-old. But yeah, I'm gonna try and do the roundup from 11 to 1 tomorrow night. It's gonna be very rough. And then I'm going to be here and still do the podcast and everything. It's Moderna. Hi. So PD, like, yeah, I mean, my friend said, Nick, just take some NyQuil and call it a day, kind of. And I'm like, I can't do that. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Tar Minotaur, I'm kind of with you there about like Waino's velocity, but the thing is he throws cutters and curveballs. So he's not really like trying to get you out of the fastballs anymore. And if he can be as consistent as he was in the past couple of starts, which, I mean, you've seen the results, there's something to be said about that. Man, it's so funny. Like, I hear Eno's list just in like patches, you know? Tyone is in the top 30, and so is like Urias is like 20th or something like that. I've heard. Yeah. Now I'm hearing Plesac is 80th starting pitcher. There were two guys we talked about yesterday where Eno has him like 157 and like 86 or something. And like I'm never going to look at it, which stinks. I want to so badly, but I will be biased by it. And it's just a different thing. You know, make sure you guys, read my notes, read his notes, understand why Eno is ranking his guys is the way he is. Eno is doing it a lot more so based on the metrics he has of command and the metrics he has on stuff. I'm the one doing the eye test of that and other things. So it's just a different approach. That's all. I'm sure we're a compliment to each other. I mean, I am, honestly. I know it sounds crazy at this point, but Sixto Sanchez is going to be so good when he gets the call. I don't know when it'll be. I write better notes. Okay. Well, apparently I don't, because Reddit like went after me after 4 hours of this. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I would have done. I would have been yelled at by Reddit. How about Mad Bum? Yeah. 91 miles per hour on his fastball. Now he gets Rocky Road and Miami twice, Sean Z. So I'm kind of excited about that. You know, I've been doing it for 6 years, Daytona. And no, actually 7 years with Reddit. And I'm not trying to say anything that like I deserve whatever, but it's like, man, guys, like, I don't know, give me a little more credit. Oh man. Now they weren't upset about that. They were upset about Corey Kluber. They were upset about Danny Duffy. I mean, one guy got downvoted to oblivion, but it was essentially saying that Dustin May at 40 was like the worst thing he's ever seen. Someone was upset or surprised about Sonny Gray. Someone was upset about Means and Savali. I mean, I got a lot of angry things. Brady Singer. It's 8:50. All right, I gotta start making notes. Oh, thanks, Daytona. I would say Reddit is worse than Twitter for me. Yeah. I know. Thank you, Yancey. I am the best at ranking catchers. Exactly. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'm not like hurt by it. It's like a game for me. It's some weeks I don't know if Reddit is gonna like it or not. It's just like okay, and then you get the thing. That's just whatever. I am totally the best. And that's Dave Sherman. Yes, Dave. Oh, yeah, you guys are great though. Yeah, I'm not fishing for this. It was just it was funny to me. All right, Nick, I know that there are league averages for CSW in each pitch, but does each pitch have a desired CSW? Because of the individual pitch design and what the pitch is intended to do. That's a good question, Rob. So I would say with CSW, there are certain pitches, like in general sinkers. I think actually sinkers are supposed to be kind of lower than they are sometimes. Like, for example, Chris Bassett relies on them, and so does Arrieta so far, as they're called strike pitches. So you're actually going to see high CSW rates for those guys. But I would argue that the best sinker is one that's actually thrown about 10% of the time and is only used as a surprise pitch to right-handers or same arms. So like if you're lefties, jamming left-handers and so on. So that it's actually a weak contact pitch, right? I mean, this is why CSW is not the end-all be-all. It's just an indication of approach and how things are going. So I mean, essentially, if you might have a super high CSW curveball, but that's only because you throw like 6 of them in a game and half of them land for a first pitch strike because that's the only way that you're using it, right? So does each pitch have a desired one? I would say, it's nuanced. It's just based on the kind of the pitcher at hand. So hopefully that helps out. Sometimes colors you want to have like a super high one. Sometimes that's the pitch that you're trying to jam them on and get that weak contact. Imagine, anytime, Rob. Thanks for being here, man. Yeah, if you guys don't know, that's Pull Hitter. That's the Pull Hitter podcast. Rob Pietro. Hope I pronounced that right. It's one of those things where I do these rankings. I do these rankings because I just do the SP roundup, and it even with all that information, you guys saw how much I labored yesterday, like 4 hours. CeeLo, you are awesome. Let's get to the notes. We got to do it, guys. All right, so it was no edit Monday for the third straight week. It's pretty impressive. Have not done a Tuesday yet, right? We had Papaya Friday. You guys got to get your X stats going right now. I'm gonna run the poll early today. I'll give you some time though. I'll give you some time to make the predictions. Let's see here. I think this is one of my favorite things that we've started doing. How many edits for today's podcast? I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. Okay? So good luck. We're all counting on you. Remember, you can bet channel points here. I will be adding things. We're doing this for months and obviously next year and everything like that too. So what channel points means will change over time. You'll get more and more things to do with them. I wonder my X edits on the season is. You're a believer today. Look at you. Excuse me. That cannot be right. That cannot be right. Oh my God. No way. No way. Unbelievable. KJ, you're right. Trevor Rogers has 3 wins. Sandy Alcantara has 0. Eliezer has 0. Pablo Lopez has 0. What? It says predict at the top of the chat is what you should be able to see. I don't know. Maybe is it a follower only thing? I don't think I said it like that. Nick doesn't seem dialed in. Oh man, that's an insult. I feel. It feels like an insult. Who has the relievers today? It's Kyle Frank. Oh man, thanks so much for the sub, Scary's Tiger. All right, let's. I'm curious what you guys are doing. So we have, let's see here. 18-8 think it's gonna be fewer. Daytona's betting 3,000 on the over, and Ceradon's got 4,000 on the over, on the under rather. Oh man. So we still got it's about 2 minutes until that. I gotta grab stuff from Adam Theory. All right. mean, 50% CSW across 36 curveballs is ridiculous. Like, that's crazy. Oh, yeah, you want to know some fun things, guys? I didn't set my Monday lineup for 3 leagues, so I lost out on Adam Wainwright, 24 points in Guillotine League, Anthony Descalfani in the PL Staff Legacy League, and then I lost on I didn't have, who was it? Zach Plesac in my hometown league. It was rough. I was so upset. I was just so busy with like the list and like the stream in the morning. I just didn't click the button on Yahoo. Oh my god. I was so sad. If I lose Guillotine this week by like 25 points, actually I lost another 7 on the bench because of Altuve. So 31 points I didn't get yesterday. Man. Oh, I'm sorry, Bo. I mean, Trevor Rogers, if you're not on it already, like what's wrong with you? Catching him, Matt Harvey? No, he's not. It's yeah, he got away with 4-seamers down the middle. He did a good job of separating sinkers and sliders. But I mean, I'll mention it because it's Matt Harvey. But I mean, yeah, nothing to get too stoked about. I'll mention Rich Hill, and I think that's about it. I'll save the rest for the article. All right. As much as you guys know, I enjoy rambling about this stuff. It's probably smart to keep like, I could do like 10 to 15 pictures in these podcasts, but I know it's probably better to keep to like 5 or so. Because look, we got to recognize that, yes, the podcast, great. You have like the things you need to know, all that really quickly, but that's all it's supposed to be. Like I have the roundup. If you want to find out the thing about your guy, it's the roundup, So I shouldn't just be completely repeating everything. I got to be a little bit more efficient. Okay, the news from yesterday. Come on, Dan, don't let me down. That's Dan from our Discord. He's the one that normally posts like all the news. Okay. Davey Garcia demoted. Oh my god. That hotspot blister is not going to be like fine. There's no way. Gavin Lux is off the IL. Was activated from the IL. And cool. Mike Yastrzemski has a mild oblique strain. Does Chris Flexen have any appeal? I mean, in AL only, sure. It's just about his cutter. Is his cutter going to just steal strikes all day in the zone or not? I can see it happening every so often, but it's not something I think like every single... Excuse me. Thanks for 5-6 days, Daytona. I'm going to say likely out for about a week. Hey, Tyler Beatty's throwing live BP. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Max Fried's returning next week. What's wrong with Buxton? Patella tendonitis? Yeah, I'll talk about Plesac. Okay, now we're back. Okay. That's not huge. The number 2 is that that's your prediction, yeah. By the way, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you are like a super expert at Twitch and stuff, and you see this, you see what I'm doing and everything with like subs and emotes and everything like that, and you're like, oh man, I would know exactly what Nick should be doing and should add to this, and you want to help, please, yeah, reach out on Twitter, send me a DM with like, who you are and everything like that. I would love that. I mean, I would love to, make this as cool of a thing for you guys as possible. So anyone that wants to help with that and knows how to navigate Twitch and all that stuff, like how to give you guys better channel points and give you more things for subs and all of that fun stuff. Yeah, reach out on Twitter. Yes, reach out on Twitter. Send me a DM, and I would, I'll be in your debt, that kind of thing. But anyway, all right. I think I have some very basic notes. Not too much in the news department. Let me actually just double check a couple other places to ensure that I'm not too far. We're at 9:04, so I got like one more minute to double check. Carlos Carrasco. In a few weeks. But yeah, nothing huge. Bo does not know twitching. It's just a clever name. Fair enough. All right. And then today's streamer is who was it? You guys remember? Oh no. And lastly, does anyone have a question that they want answered on the podcast? If you do, you get to answer now. Look at you guys, you know it. Yeah, ask a question now. I might use it for the Twitch stream. Also, keep in mind when I'm done with the podcast and doing the streaming stuff after, I will stick around until about 10:20 or so, 10:30. Going over a video of anyone you guys want. 9:06. I know. Thank you, Magic Oriole. You're the best. All right. Those are not the questions I'm gonna answer. CSW nerd, come on. Best buy low pitcher. I mean, it's probably actually Luis Castillo instead of Kenta Maeda. Do I drop Marco Gonzalez in a 10-teamer? These are interesting questions that I feel don't have such easy answers. Because Marco Gonzalez is dependent on your league and what else is out there, what you're dropping him for. He is someone you can drop in a 10-teamer, but you just make sure you're getting something that's helpful back. Daytona, how much weight do I put? I don't know. It depends on what he does,
And then who's the best buy low pitcher right now? Yeah, that's. I mean, Kenta Maeda is up there, but it's Luis Castillo. To me, Tony Disco rest of season will be answered in the podcast. He keeps blowing these wins from Molly. I'm sorry, CSW. Most upside outside top 50. All right, that's fine. I'll go with that one. Eric Hunsinger? Is that right? Am I reading that right? Eric Hunsinger? Who would that be? Who has the most upside? All right, that's a fun one. I'll say that. Whatever. I mean, there's so many. Okay. All right, we're going to do this. Here we go. All right. That's water. Just frivolous Twitch questions. Oh, man. Get everything. Is inside the top 50. So it's not, How much do I bench? I have no idea. I bench Wainwright. I bench Plesac. Accidentally. All right. Here we go, guys. Oh, Tyone's third inning. Oh, that's a good one. Let's do that. We'll do that. Okay, here we go. And thanks, everybody, for being here, by the way. Y'all are awesome. I just want to say that before I start the podcast. Yeah, it makes this whole thing just super fun. So really, thank you. Thank you for being here, for supporting this. Yeah, y'all are dope, This is like, when I talk about like this year, why I feel so much better this year, it's because of this. This is just really, really fun. So thank you guys. All right, let's do this. What is happening? Welcome to the First Pitch Podcast, your morning podcast from pitchlist.com. My name is Nick Pollock. Today is April 27th, and we are going to talk about baseball. Deivi Garcia has been demoted. He had a start yesterday against the Orioles. It was fine. About 4 innings, nothing really too much to report on there, and then he was quickly demoted back to the alternate site. We'll probably be seeing him sometime in the near future. Hey, if Herman isn't very good in this next start, we might see Deivi Garcia pretty soon. But for now, yeah, you don't need to worry too much about Deivi Garcia. Shohei Ohtani developed a hot spot, and I'm quoting there, blister. Says they caught it early, but be warned about that. He had 9 strikeouts, but a really tough first inning against the Rangers. The command isn't quite what we want it to be. His whole approach, if you look at the strike zone plot, is not really what you want out of Shohei Ohtani. So it's still a little bit precarious and not really what we want. But at the same time, hey, 9 strikeouts, and he's still getting that high strikeout rate. So if you need the Ks, you keep going with Ohtani. If you got to focus more on ratios, well, it might not be the guy for you. Gavin Lux, Andrelton Simmons, and Jose Altuve were all activated from the IL yesterday. Get them in your lineups. While Mike Yastrzemski has a mild oblique strain. They said about 5 to 6 days he could return. Probably not an IL stint, but definitely monitor that situation. And then we have some guys coming back soon. Voit is getting ready to come back within maybe early mid-May. Same goes for Carlos Carrasco, while Max Fried is on track to return next week. Great stuff there. Hitting performances from yesterday's games courtesy of Dylan Burris. Cedric Mullins went 3 for 4 with 2 home runs and a double, and he's continuing his hot start to the season. He has multi-homer games. Well, those aren't going to happen most of the time, but he should continue to collect hits and should hopefully keep stealing as well. Jared Walsh went 3 for 5 with a double and 2 RBI. Playing time is the biggest problem for Walsh as he's continued to mash whenever he's in the lineup. Joe Madden seems committed to finding a way to get him in the lineup, getting most of his starts in the outfield, while Mike Trout is getting some support and maybe some rest for that elbow injury. And then you have Jazz Chisholm, 2 for 5 with 2 stolen bases, as the Marlins finally broke Corbin Burns. Jazz's batting average should regress a bit, but the power and speed are real. Reliever performances from yesterday's games courtesy of Kyle Frank. Josh Staumont pitched a scoreless 9th inning against the Tigers to pick up his 2nd save of the season. That's 2 straight saves for Josh as the Royals continue to mix and match every reliever in their bullpen for each save opportunity. He has been the most effective of the bunch, however, allowing just 1 earned run through 12 innings this season. Scott Barlow and Greg Holland, the other 2 most likely save candidates for Kansas City, pitched scoreless 7th and 8th innings respectively. And despite Jake Diekman recording the save in each of Oakland's previous 2 opportunities, it was Lou Trevino who got the call last night. Trevino worked around a hit and walk to convert his 3rd save of the season and his first since April 16th. Diekman pitched the 8th, and he also allowed a hit and walk before completing a scoreless inning. This situation is looking more and more like a full-on timeshare in the absence of Trevor Rosenthal. Starting pitching performances from yesterday's games, I led with Adam Wainwright, 9 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 hits, 0 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He had a 50% CSW across 36 curveballs. Man, he's just feeling that deuce and that cutter at the same time. It's a good situation for Wainwright. You got to keep starting him at this point. It's a Vargas rule and looking pretty good. Now, Anthony DeSclafani, for the second time, got Rocky Road inside of our Oracle Park and took full advantage. This time going a complete game shutout with 9 strikeouts, 3 hits, and a walk as well. And I had him on my bench in Guillotine League, and I hate myself for it. It wasn't on purpose. But yeah, this was a fantastic start for DeSclafani. Now it's really, really tough as he gets the Padres twice. Oh no. Do you drop DeSclafani now? I mean, I think so, but it's really, really tough. I understand if you don't want to do that, but it's the 2 extremes, right? You have Rocky Road, which is probably the best matchup, and then you have the Padres, which is one of the worst. As they say, of course, the hardest choices require the strongest wills. Make the right choice for yourself. I don't blame you if you want to take a chance with Tony Disco against the Padres. Sean Manaea went 5 innings, 1 earned run, 4 hits, 2 walks, and 6 Ks against the Rays. It's really good to see Manaea do 2 things. One, have increased velocity. He was hinting at 92 yesterday, when normally we see him go 90, 91. And get 15% swing strike rate across all of his pitches for the 3rd straight start. Manaea isn't someone that normally gets a ton of whiffs, and Manaea is someone that normally I talk about shoving, that is not really overwhelming batters inside the strike zone. Manaea's been doing that lately. He probably deserved more love on the list yesterday as I put him just above Chris Bassett. I'm in here. Keep rolling with Manaea as long as you can. Zach Wheeler, 8 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 1 hit, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Finally, Wheeler, you showed us on opening day this stuff, and it kind of disappeared for a bit, and I just didn't really understand what was going on. He didn't quite have the same fastball command, but still, in this one, he finally returned with it after those weeks of missing that heater. His slider isn't quite what we want, though, which is kind of crazy. This was a start dominated by fastballs. He threw 114 pitches, and hopefully if he has that slider moving forward and this fastball, well, those 114 pitches maybe could be like 90, 95 in 8 innings or so. But anyway, you should feel much better about Zach Wheeler. He is a very, very good pitcher. And I think this is one of those things that over time, Wheeler will develop that fastball consistency. Matt Harvey. Yes, I'm talking about Matt Harvey. Pitched against the Yankees as an Oriole. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 3 hits, 3 walks, 5 Ks. It was weird. He threw 4-seamers that were over the middle of the plate, but sinkers went arm side effectively and sliders went glove side effectively. Is this something that you should believe in any way? Absolutely not. We can all celebrate this birthday party. But hey, Matt Harvey, I hope it's a great one. Hope you got some lovely gifts, some good presents with bows on them. You know, it was a lovely night for you. Rich Hill also had himself a lovely night. 10 strikeouts, even though he got the loss. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, and 2 walks. The problem here is that in the previous 2 starts, Rich Hill only got 6.1 innings combined. And I just don't want to deal with figuring out how long Hill is going to go. And he's not going to get 10 strikeouts again. So I'm pretty much out on this one for Rich Hill. But I don't blame you if you want to take another chance and see if it lasts a second start. And lastly, I want to talk about Zach Plesac. 7.2 innings, 3 earned runs, 5 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts against the Twins. He's back. This is the Zach Plesac we know. And 7.2 innings. Like, he's going to keep going deep into games. You should feel very confident moving forward with Zach Plesac. Just forget those 2 starts against the Chicago White Sox, okay? Everything is fine with Plesac. Okay, looking forward to today. Here is Mark with the weather. Thanks, Mark. Today's streamer is Aaron Sanchez as he's hosting Rocky Road. Let's hope this works out. It probably will. He has lowered velocity, and we're talking like sub 90 fastball velocity, but his curveball has been working well. Look, I have it labeled as green inside of my article, but it is close. It's more about how bad Rocky Road is, and not really how good Aaron Sanchez is. But I can see a lot of good favorable BABIP going his way, and curveball is keeping them off balance a decent amount. But I'm going to take one question here from the Twitch chat to close up today's episode of this First Pitch podcast. We have it from Eric Hunsinger, who asks, who has the most upside after the top 50 of your list? So I'm looking actually around tier 9, which is what starts there. And we have this crew of Alex Wood, Danny Duffy, Ryan Weathers, and Christian Javier. And I will say Wood has a really nice slider going on right now. There's some excitement there. Danny Duffy, of course, has upside. I mean, he has a sub 0.5 ERA at the moment, and he's throwing harder than he has since about 2016. But I am going to focus more on Ryan Weathers and Christian Javier as the higher upside guys. Ryan Weathers has a fantastic fastball, and that slider is working well when he does execute it, but still that's enough to keep guys off balance. While Christian Javier's slider is filthy right now. He's finally getting whiffs with that while maintaining the high fastball swinging strikes that he got before. So I think those two guys, Ryan Weathers and Christian Javier, are some of the main ones I want to focus on. Obviously, like Robbie Ray and Patrick Corbin should be included in there. Shohei Ohtani, I mean, of course. But Christian Javier and Ryan Weathers are guys I am very intrigued with at the moment and could be quickly moving up the list. But that is going to do it for today. So remember, I'm live on Twitch, twitch.tv/pitchlist every single weekday morning as I do this podcast, 8:30 to 10 a.m. Come on by. It's a wonderful way to start your day. But that is going to do it. So my name is Nick Pollock, and that is everything you need to know. No edits. I screwed up a little, and I just didn't care. I mean, I probably should have redone the Cedric Mullins and Jared Walsh one, but I wanted to give away free PL Plus. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to give away some PL Plus. Let's choose the outcome here. Fewer than 3 edits is correct. Look at chat. Oh, you guys are the best. Get the guitar. Oh, no. I do that. I got that stuff from Parks and Rec. From John Ralphio. Okay, so I have actually Mark over here. Already like in position. Let's get all this stuff up, by the way. Cool. Where is the streaming article? There you are. Okay. We're going to add the chain here. Oh, I'm not sharing. I should be sharing. I'm so sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Thursday looms large. This is from Vegas. Gonna have to move the line to 2 to tomorrow. That's funny. Real Troy and Abed in the morning energy from Nick. Hey, Troy and Abed in the morning is so good. Nick and Folgers in the morning. All right. Move the line. Move the line. Do you really want to move the line? That means I only get one edit. Traditionally, if I have one, I have more than one, right? Okay. Let's solo this.
Thanks, Nick.
Oh, thank you, Mark. Oh, this is because there's this thing there. Yeah. That's probably good here. All right, guys. How many? How many for Mark? I'm going to go with 1.
We're finally getting to get some warm weather. Have a good one.
Hey, there's a 1 day from Mark.
All right. So now,
Mark with the weather.
Thanks, Nick.
thank you. Okay. There we are. Should be good.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Mark. Today's streamer is Aaron Sanchez as he's hosting Rocky Road.
He's hosting Rocky Road, guys. Gotta get that super sweet Rocky Road. I'm in a weird morning state today. I don't know what it is. I'm a little more delirious than I typically am. Oh, I gotta cut out this a little.
What is happening? Welcome.
Hang on. And then, no, actually, it's this. Let's just make sure we're good here.
To win your fantasy click.
What is happening? Welcome to the First Pitch Podcast.
Cool.
Nick Pollock, and that is everything you need to know.
Let's move this back a little.
Everything you need to know.
Chicka-bow. That thing cracks me up every single time. Chicka-bow. Oh, man. All right. Then we make this load. 9:24. Oh, hey, guys. So I should mention this. No edits on the OTC. No, I needed to actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I fast called it episode 255, and I caught it at the end, so yeah, I had to force edit him saying 256 twice. We also had the, like the break for the ad. Well, no edit Nick. You guys are amazing. The line is fine. When Nick crashes, it starts to pile up. This is very true. Physics Man knows. It's usually not 1 or 2 edits, right? It's either like 0 or 5. I should have said 6, you dingus. Episode 256 first. Oh, man. Why do I keep going over on the sign-offs? That's funny. Is there a Folgers update? Did you join the Waking Up Club? There's no update there. The people do want Mark. The people do. Maybe the super moon. I got vaccinated tomorrow. That's my number 2. Just start snapping it fast. Absolutely not. I mean, I do like to think that the chemistry fast that I have is a little bit of jawing at each other, not jawing, ragging each other from time to time. Let's get this podcast up though. Oh no, this is the wrong one. No, Nick. Oh my God, I am like not. I don't know. I'm definitely more delirious than usual. Fast will be impressed with this one though. This is a short one. This is a true fast pitch here. We're talking. Oh, is it 11 minutes? Because I just wanted to answer the question. It was too much fun. So I was at like 8 minutes when it was what is this thing? What is this pause?
6 curveballs. Man, he's just feeling that.
Oh yeah. There's certain times I gotta like swallow, I have like too much of the coffee like in my mouth or whatever. So I'm like, oh, when am I gonna be able to like take like a gulp or whatever? Ben, new guy in the Discord GIF. Is Ben here? Oh man,
Have you guys figured out? What's up, Avery? By the way, have you guys figured out the method to Ben Brown's madness with those gifts? There is a whole thing. Oh yeah, British, yeah. I didn't mention that in the podcast notes. I didn't really want to go into it too much because it's not really a fantasy thing. But yeah, we actually reacted to it live yesterday. Oh yeah, I mean, how can you of course, fast is the best, you know? I feel so lucky I just get to mess around with fast. I was in a pun mood yesterday. I was like, you know how it is, you know, you make one joke and all of a sudden everyone laughs. It's like now you just want to make 20 more, you know? Because now you just now you're chasing that one high of the whole room laughing. Imagine, I mean, well, I went about this yesterday really quickly. But is this done yet? Okay, cool. Let's get it out. There you go. That's all done. But essentially, if you are the Rockies GM, what you want to do, oh my God, how do you craft a winning team in Colorado? It's two things. One, you trade and acquire and draft pitching. And two, you sign hitting. If you are a hitter, you want to play in cores. If you're a pitcher, you don't. So you're not going to get the free agent signing splash that you want in the hitting department. Sorry, in the pitching department. But I imagine there will be lots of hitters that will want to go maybe at a slight discount to cores, maybe just for a year or two, just to pad their stats for a moment. It helps hitters, you know, in this way. So there's something to be said about that, and you'll be able hitters won't at least avoid cores when they're signing. Well, right, and that's kind of what they were trying to do. So a guy like Marquez, I mean, I don't know how many more years they have him. Actually, we can look that up really quickly for y'all. Let's see. Yeah, they have him through 2024, it looks like. They're not trading him. Why? They're not going to be able to sign German Marquez. You know? Like an equivalent German Marquez on the free agent market. So, they're going to hold on to Marquez. I'm sorry. It's just not going to happen. Now, John Gray. Oh, you guys can't even see, the... John Gray is going to be a free agent, so John Gray should be dealt. I'd be shocked if John Gray wasn't dealt at the trading deadline. Okay, especially with the way he's going. So fine, I get that. But that's essentially the idea. Is you're not gonna get rid of Marquez because you're not gonna be able to get it otherwise. That's a decent point, Kyle. That's not a bad point. Huh. Well, it's not about necessarily their salaries. It's more of I know you're making a joke, Custom, but it's more of you can't really adjust for it. It's they just want to look good. You know, every pitcher who signs a contract wants to perform well so that they can get another contract, right? So unless the Rockies are hey, we'll sign a Max Scherzer 15-year deal, they're not going to do it because they won't get another one after. And you know what I mean, not 15-year, but you understand what I'm saying. Will he be a Yankee? I guess John Gray could. I will say, I think the Yankees are not going to make a major pitching acquisition for a good bit. Because I think they do want to see how Tyone and Kluber do develop. Same with Jordan Montgomery. They have two options for that fifth spot still with German and Garcia, and they're kind of figuring out which one it's going to be.
You know, yes, they're lagging behind now, but there is, I think, very much an assumption inside of Yankeeville of like, hey, we'll be fine. It's a long season. So I don't want to say that all of a sudden it's happening now. Now, if a major injury happens or someone is, it's June 1st and two of those options are failing miserably, then yeah, I understand that. You know? Oh man. Anyway. Yeah, I know. We're all nervous, Asher. I mean, Matt Harvey just demolished him. Come on. And Judge, you can't be going to third in that play. You just can't, man. You can't. All right. So it's streamers, and guys, remember, we're gonna stick around after we do the streamers. After you guys are amazing, and I mean, I always feel conflicted because like I know this. When I do the notes, I love that a lot of you are super encouraging about it and stuff. I also know that like a lot of you leave, and that's fine, and I get that. I understand. I'm willing to take like feedback of how I can improve me doing the notes, but I also recognize that because I'm live on stream, it's making me do the notes, and that is an important thing for me. So I want to try and find that balance for you guys, so you don't just say, "Oh man, Nick's doing the notes, I'm out of here." So we'll figure something out. Anyway, in the meantime, before I do the notes, what I do is I need to actually I actually need to start ranking them. So we're going to go and do that now. As I prepare the actual article, today is Cueto. So let's get that image up. Come on, WordPress. There we go. All right. So, we are going to double check this for now. Nick, do I have a PS5 in the show? High curveballs are now bad. I do not have a PS5, and I do not have this show. I was actually, if you guys remember, I was planning like a week ago streaming the show, but honestly, I realized that with not only me, like I wanted to record with KC Bubba instead, and just kind of like me streaming a lot, I felt like I needed to just take a break, don't overdo it, everything in moderation, that kind of thing. So it might be an off-season thing that I play the show again. I don't know. I have a PS4. I have this computer too. I think you can play on PC. But oh yeah, that was ridiculous. Like how is Boone not allowed to challenge? Like essentially the umpire goes like, all right, you challenging? Don't just say like, nope, done. Like what? Like no. Like give them a chance, and then you can say hold on, and you can say no, we're done then. But they didn't even do that. Like come on, don't be like that, umpire. Well, that was ridiculous. Yeah. Sarah Drawn. Oh, that's funny. Chance Adams. Well, yeah, no, he wasn't though. I remember talking about Chance Adams. I think that they were just trying to sell him, and no one was biting. All right, I need to double check. So let's do this really quickly. There's Kelly. He's at the very bottom. Oh, I'll make this smaller for you guys so that you can see it. I need to make it smaller than that. Okay, there you go. All right. Savali. Oh, did we get Christian Javier today? Oh, I'm so excited. I really hope that slider's still doing its thing. That'd be so great. And yeah, I have Corey Kluber. I mean, I should probably do this. Let's be honest. It should probably be like that. You know, it should be that. And if I make any changes, if there's anything that actually needs to get changed, then I'm going to institute that. But if that's really the only thing, I don't think it matters enough. Let's see. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just go through this. Wow, so this is completely like accurate. So, I guess I'm not changing it. I mean, this is just a copy and paste here. Maybe I can. No, I can't. Okay. All right. Tomorrow is this. Okay. Now we gotta double check this. What's up, chat? Bowler list? What are you talking about, bowler list? Okay, wait. I gotta catch up and chat really quickly. I'm sorry. At the end of the game, aren't all challenges no, I don't think it should. I don't think it should be an automatic review in a scoring play. No, that's okay. Don't apologize. Weekend. I kind of like it for the sense of. I mean, look. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everything about baseball is just the greatest thing ever. And yeah, those like 17-inning games, as much as we like to romanticize them, they are painful for so many involved that just want the game to end. You feel like you're in purgatory, all that kind of stuff. And there's a thought to me like, hey, if you don't want to lose this way, score an extra run in the first 9 innings. You know, I kind of like it. I feel like it's this extra element of excitement. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. That's an unearned run, and it feels kind of cheap losing that way. But you get the equal opportunity in the same way. You know, it keeps it moving along. It keeps it kind of, especially for the players. I mean, I'm sure that they like that. Like, you know, they don't want this to drag on for 10 hours. And it won't be there for the postseason when it actually matters, you know? So I'm actually okay with that. I know that's like not the standard take. I'm supposed to be this baseball purist, but I mean, I kind of like it. So I'm fine with it. Is the word umpire exclusive to baseball? No. No, like for example, tennis is the chair umpire, for example, I think. Can you talk about batters? Absolutely not, McAwesome. What's wrong? I mean, if you want to talk about batters, you essentially go to the Batters Box article and leave a comment there. They're way better than I am. Cricket, yeah, I was thinking cricket. I think the like in rugby and in AFL, that is Australian Footy League, I think those are called umpires too. The guy that goes like that and tells you which poles the ball went through. What did I say about Savali? I didn't say anything about Savali yet. Kalaholic. But I mean, with Savali, like, you should be starting him. I don't know what more you're looking for there. Kluber is questionable. Well, no. But CSW nerd. We are farther along the trajectory of Kluber. He now gets Baltimore. If I have Corey Kluber, I am starting him against Baltimore. Anyone I'm starting is questionable. You're hilarious. Oh, interesting. Umpires don't move, referees do. That's an interesting way of distinguishing it. Now, send out Maeda. Let's do it, Waz. Let's do it. What are you guys going on about? French are wonderful.
Let's not hate the French here, okay? They're great. Je parle très peu de français, you know? L'accent de français, c'est magnifique, hein? All right. You can't stream Weathers tomorrow. Too high ownership. We're going to say roster ship. We're trying to get rid of the word owner because we don't like the possessive of a human. So we'll talk about who the streamer is in a second. I'm going to go over these in a moment, just catching about all this chat. We used to call these long games variant games. This game brought to you by... That's funny. Morton and Garcia ballooned my ratios just enough for me to not worry about starting my... So that's nice. There you go. Whoa. Hey, Asher, pull it back. Pull it back. All right, CSW, no, then you do that. Then make it questionable. I hope tomorrow Kluber makes us all happy. And hey, if not, I'll be very depressed in the morning, and that's okay. All right, guys. Anyway, Wood and Minor probably aren't able to be streamed. Wood certainly not. But we're gonna get through this. So, Brewers, who is it? It's Eric Lauer. That's not how you do that, Nick. And then Baltimore is who? Dean Kramer coming up, huh? Is that right? Is there any sort of confirmation on that? I'm going to put a question mark here. Okay. All right. We're going to now double check the rest of these. What was that? What did I just do? What did I just do? How did I just hit something and I don't know what I said. Nope. I just removed something and I don't know what it was. All right, it's fine. We're just gonna move on. I probably did that. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're done. Mize, Greinke, Minor, Cobb, Kershaw. Yes, Alcantara. Can't wait. I've watched the most Alcantara this year, I think. Both Hermans. I might not be giving enough love to Cole Irvin, but I just don't love his stuff. I feel it's too mediocre. We got the two duns here, okay. Oh, yeah, Johan's going. Right. I wonder how long he goes, though. Okay, cool. So, let's start throwing names around. No, it was, what I did was Control-Shift-F, which did that. Because essentially I'm just doing Control F to do it, but I had Shift in there too. That's how I figured out what I did. Yeah, right? How does Alcantara not have a win yet? Yeah, I know, but I don't really like Irvin. I think also Irvin got the Orioles last time. All right. I'm not saying that the Rays have been so much better. Sorry, Yance. There's your number one. That's so questionable. It's like hurts. That's a probable. That's a questionable. That's a no. This is a probable. This is a probable. This is a highly questionable. This is a probable. I mean, this is an auto, really. This is a bench. This is a probable. This is questionable. This is a questionable. This is a sit. I don't know what he's gonna do. This is a sit. Kyle Hendricks against Atlanta. All right. This is obviously auto. It's a bench. This is a probable the way he's going. I'll put him in questionable. This is obviously an ace is getting ace. This is a bench. This is a bench. This is a probable. This is a bench. And this is a questionable. Nope. Okay. Probable starts are starting over here. Questionable starts are starting over here. And do not starts are starting over here. Who is second on this list? I think it is Glasnow. Nope, it is Kershaw. Then Glasnow, then Greinke, then Rodon. Yep, okay. Of these starts, who is the number one play? It's got to be this. And then followed by this. Followed by that. Followed by this. Honestly, followed by that. And then I guess it's this. These are also blah. Yeah, right. Do not start. I don't know what we're going to get there. Don't know what we're going to get there. Yeah, all right. And then here. Actually, this goes up higher. Because who knows? It's the Yankees right now. All right. So please now speak or forever hold your peace about what you would rather do with these ranks. I mean, it's against the Braves. Braves are good. Yeah, you know what pitched well in that game, though. And that was a weird thing, but Domingo Germán, yeah, he didn't look good last time. That was pretty shaky against Cleveland. Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't Kershaw succeed? He succeeded against the Padres twice. And it's Clayton Kershaw. The ace has always been an ace. I'll agree with this, JMA. The stats don't lie. Beard is better than no beard with Kluber. We should hold some sort of seance for Sonny Gray to return to form. I'm with you. But against the O's, yeah, but against Cleveland. I can't like, it's not a probable. It's like, I don't know. Is DeGrom actually good? That got so many hits. And I mean, it made us no money because obviously, but it was really funny to me. It was like, I was really happy. That's like one of the most popular articles. And it's something that Trevor Huth wanted to exist for ages. Did I miss? Oh, right. Let's see. What chat has stuck around? Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for the reminder. Let me, so let's do this. So, very quickly. Very, very quickly. Two things. One, this is because I had no edits today. I give away a month of PL Plus to 2 people. If you already have PL Plus, you're not eligible for this. If you win, all you got to do is just send me a DM on Twitter, say who you are, and I'll send you the coupon for 1 free month of PL Plus. It's pretty simple. You just go sign up and use the coupon, and you'll get it for free. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Big Dogs Hunt. Welcome to the PL Plus Discord. Send me a DM. You can use, you don't have to use a coupon today or anything like that. Just looking forward to it. And next one here.
Cam Burger and Fries. Welcome. Welcome, Cam. Welcome to PL Plus. You will not be disappointed. Oh, you don't even know what PL Plus has? Oh, man. PL Plus, you get an ad-free version of the website. It's all centered content. Looks way, way nicer. You get, been using the site for years. Oh, sweet. You get an ad-free version of the website. You actually, inside of your account page, you can set your own mini feed. So you can say like, hey, I want every single article with Sandy Alcantara in it. You'll actually have your own section of the site that's just whatever players you want, and the articles that they're mentioned in, which is dope. And then you also, of course, get access to our Discord. Our PL Discord has nearly 900 members now, which is absolutely crazy. But it has everything, and it can be intimidating at first, but it's just something where you kind of craft your own experience with it. And if you want to get a lot out of it, you can. We have really cool notifications like every home run and steal that happens, and when lineups are set, it tells you the lineups when they're official. A feed of all of our articles and all of our podcasts. We have our MLB news channel, so whenever there's news comes out, we know about it inside the Discord. We have our voice chats with Plaid at night, and just during the day, we often just like watch games together. And we have all of these channels about like video games and board games and D&D and your pets and food and off topic and TV and whatever. It's just amazing. Yeah, sure. Just send it to info@pitcherlist.com. I can. Yeah, send me an email. But yeah, so you guys are going to enjoy it. You get a free month because of No Edit Tuesday. And congrats. All right. And y'all, if you're not part of PL Plus, you guys are missing out. Also, I'm really the best part is you get to support what I'm doing and all of us here at the site. So, yeah, thanks for your support. All right. This looks good, right, guys? Right? This is how does that look? Looking exactly right? I think so. Sandy should be number 2. Oh, I love that. Wood over Marquez. Yes. It's because it's Rocky Road. Marquez has a harder matchup, and Wood is looking so good. I mean, I would love that. He's above everybody else on the road. It's not silly. I wouldn't, but that's a game called Clank with an exclamation point. It's super, super fun. Clank. It's a great game. Especially we got the Legacy at the start of quarantine. And that was like, so my 2 friends I essentially spent quarantine with, we went through that, and it was so much fun. It's such a great game. Yeah, thanks Physics, man. He knows. Or she knows. They know. Gloomhaven, I mean, I haven't tried it. I play D&D, so I feel like I get that side of it. Dunn is too high. Well, the thing is, Dunning, I can't really put up higher. Mitch Keller, I don't want to put up higher. Cole Irvin, I don't want to put up higher. Taylor Widener, I don't want to put up higher. So Dunn is just there being like, all right, as far as who I like the most as a pitcher, it's you, so I'm going to favor you instead. I understand that thought process, Felix. I will say that Hendricks' track record, like, I understand Hendricks isn't as exciting as he once was at the moment, but we can't ignore Hendricks' track record that he can return to, while Herman is legitimately struggling right now. So Wood is throwing a little bit harder and has a new slider. It's really exciting. It's still pretty early with Alex Wood to really give a full-on assessment, but the fact that he has Rocky Road is just like, oh, well, who cares? I'm just going to start him now and we'll talk later. I understand dropping Corbin, man. I do not blame you in the slightest. If you noticed in the list, like, he's in the 60s, so in most leagues I can imagine myself dropping him too. I will still say that by June 1st. Like, I know that seems so far away, and it kind of is.
but I think we can all get on the same page about like, oh yeah, right, he's going to be productive for the majority of the season left, right? Thanks, Vertree. Logan Allen isn't the worst pitcher tomorrow. I think you're right completely. I kind of forgot about Logan Allen there. Yeah, I got to move him. I got to change that. It should be that. No. Yeah. All right, I'll just leave it like that. Gray versus Kershaw concerns me. I don't think Gray will fare well against the Dodgers lineup. I understand that. I still have to kind of put him there. Like, I think he should be better. And yeah, these three, I could honestly make questionable start with Sonny Gray. You know, this is kind of where, like, in previous years I didn't make these tiers, guys, because of how gray area it gets on purpose. But yeah, I totally understand that. All right, I think I'm gonna roll with this though. Appreciate you, Furtree, for the Logan Allen, especially there. Let's get that table maker going. That's just says table, Nick. Oh, a table. All right, tomorrow's starting pitchers. I gotta stop saying I'm going from 8:30 to 10 because I go past 10 every single time. So who do we think is the streamer? Is it Hap? Because I think everyone else is rostered. Like Minor, I think is. Oh, he's at 21%. You guys gonna let me do this? I'm gonna do this. It's at 21%. Oh, I didn't even mean that for a tree. If I said gray area. By the way, you guys are letting me do that, right? That's the list, Nick. That's not the one you want. You want this one. Yeah, so it is Minor. I pick Minor every week. I wonder why. It's because Mike Minor's good. I mean, Mike Minor. Let's see. I actually can't even tell you the results of Minor. So I picked Minor last week against Detroit. He had 9 strikeouts and 2 earned runs. I picked him to start against Texas, and he allowed a home run that was annoying, but he still had 6 strikeouts and a sub-1 whip against Texas. I wouldn't have started him against the White Sox and Jays. I would have, not really been happy with that 9.2 innings of 5 earned runs. Kind of lame. So, yeah, feel good. Feel good about Mr. Mike Minor. Has had at least a 10% swing strike rate in 3 of the 4 starts. Fastball was at only 91 last time. That's stupid. Get it up, buddy. Get it up to 92, 93, please. That'd be great. Wait, did he have like a new curveball last time? A knuckle curve, right? We'll see what happens with Minor. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. All right. Let's see. All right. I gotta write notes. My favorite part. and after this, 50 Shades of Gray Area. Oh, there we go. I think I had done that as a roundup title. I don't know. It's only a minor infraction. Look at you, Felix. No, DeGrom is going tomorrow. Who's the alternate choice? I mean, you just kind of keep going down the list, right? So, if it's not Minor, I mean, actually, maybe is Weathers rostered? Yeah, he is 38%. Fine. And I assume Wood is. He would be. 35%. So I guess it would be Herman or Hap. Nope, 25 there, and Hap is at 11%. So he's the backup, which isn't terrible. Like against Cleveland, sure. All right, I'll take that. I'll take care, PJ. Thanks for being here. All right. So yeah. So remember, I'm going to do the notes now, but it probably take about 10 minutes, and then we're going to review. I think you guys wanted to look at the third inning of Tyone against Cleveland. I think it was the third inning. That's when he allowed the Franmil Reyes home run. I think. Maybe it was the fourth. But whatever. We're gonna look at whatever you guys want. So.
All right. Right now, though, I'm going to write some notes, and that's what I have to do because that's life. Sometimes you just got to write some notes. No, I don't want that one. I want this. Okay. Uh, 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 uh. All right. In San Francisco. Uh, um, sorry. All right. Okay, then and this last I don't want to say game. A match? Nah. Oh. There you go. All right. Let's keep this going. Meanwhile, Kyle Hendricks hasn't looked. But his long track record suggests a Don't forget the Braves held just one hit during Sundays. Despite getting the 30K the side, fourth was the damage. Gotcha. Okay. If you guys want to watch both of those, I'm fine with that too. But I do generally like variety. Just because, I mean, I could experience more stuff with y'all. All right. By the way, so if you guys don't know, Nick Pollock and Friends comes out every Wednesday morning. It's a new podcast I've been doing this year. We got Scott Bogman coming out tomorrow, which is really cool. Had a great conversation with him over the weekend. And next week's episode is going to be Derek Carty, who I'm actually talking to in about 2 hours or so. If you guys don't know Derek Carty, creator of the bat projection model. He's worked with ESPN, many others as well. So if you guys have any questions, anything you'd want to ask Derek Carty, like leave it in the chat now. But I'm going to talk to him in about 2 hours time. I'm super looking forward to that. I mean, he's awesome. So, but yeah, let me know in the chat and I'll write it down and save it for the episode. Should be a good time. Yeah, we can make that happen, Felix. Whatever. I know I say this phrase too often, but it's fine. I forgot to do a blurb on Mike Minor. I need... on Wednesday. Then I gotta do this. Cool. And then let's just go 2 more quick ones. I believe he throws like 95, right? I just want to double check that with Oviedo. I remember him from last year. Or maybe it was 2 years ago. Like, who is this Oviedo? No, it was last year. Yeah, he's throwing 95 and then 96, 97. But that's from the bullpen. Then it's a slider. And then I think I want to get this right. How do I want to describe this? It's kind of like he's not super erratic, Johan Oviedo, but it's not in command. All right, I'll just say that. But solidified. But with and then lastly, all right, I think this is fine. I think we're good. I mean, that's very blunt shifty. Were we making him Dane Dunning? I'm not a big fan. I don't really think that his fastball is very good. And slider is really the only thing keeping him, doing things. He needs to be like really good fastball command and then pair that right with the slider. And it's just too much that needs to go right to me. But yeah, he's in the questionable starts here. Ta-da, Dane Dunning. But all right, I think this is good. I think we're all set. Cool. Oh, it says tomorrow. Let's make this today. And then we're all set. This goes out at 11:40, 10:40 rather. Cool. Yeah, it seems scary versus the Angels. Yeah, I'm not doing that probably. All right, guys. So you want to watch Jameson Taillon, right? I can do this for about, I'm just going to do Taillon, I think. This game was 2 days ago. So 025. Oops. And then you want to watch the third. And we'll go to the fourth after. Cool. So here we go. We're gonna watch some baseball here. Not very long inning. Should be okay.
Andres Jimenez will lead off, batting 8th this afternoon, trying to drag.
Let's turn that off. Well, okay, I'm gonna replay this. Okay. So before we even begin it, just so you guys know, here is the game plan of Jameson Taillon. Okay. In general, how he gets all of his outs these days are four seamers elevated. It's always elevated.
he is throwing more secondary pitches that it is breakers to lefties than he is righties. Backdoor, up and away, sliders kind of. And then curveballs are trying to be down. Okay? So that's generally the approach we're going to see here with Tyone. Yeah, he starts with a really good fastball up and in. That should work. He got the bunt foul, whatever, got a strike. Who cares? Move on. Really good slider. Like, that's a cutter. That's exactly where you want it. That's a really good pitch. Really good pitch. Does he follow up with a fastball, same spot? Yeah, he essentially did. Oh, that's so hard. So, like, that cutter was started here, went there. This one's slightly higher up, and then it stays up because it's the four-seamer. Ooh. I mean, yeah, you generally are not going to get that aggressive a swing on that high up. Maybe a little bit lower, but that works. Way to take him down. That was lovely. Lovely. Hey, let's not bug out, please. Why are you... Oh, my God. Okay. There we go. Austin Hedges. All right. Thanks so much for the follow. Common cold radio. Common cold radio. Love it. Does a bunt strike count as a swing strike? No, that's a foul ball. So good. First pitch strike. Love to see that. Get ahead of the count easy. Great pitch. So now at 0-1, typically what you'll see is a fastball up from Tyone here. I mean, I would love a slider, but I don't think we're going to get that. Yeah. So it's interesting. Tyone is cocking in a way I think is a little detrimental. Like, it doesn't seem as smooth. Like, the way that he's coming down and up, it feels like a little stagnant almost. I want to watch it in full again. Like, you can see the pause from just focus on this arm, and you can feel like typically what you want to see is a longer pause in the beginning of the arm circle and then go. But what it seems like to me right now is that he's doing the arm circle and then stopping and then going, which is kind of weird. I'm not in love with that. So just watch his arm, okay? Normal stop. It's kind of like it holds back here for just a little long. And it's like he's cocking it, and it's like, it's just a little weird to me. That's all. All right, so 1-1 now. Good. Okay, so this is an interesting pitch. This is supposed to be over here. He gets it inside. It works because Hedges saw the high fastball up and thought that he was going to go back up there again. Saw that it's a slider, so he's swinging over this one. Thinks that he just got a fastball that was meaty to hit on the inside edge and didn't get it. So it looks like to me he's going back up and in now. That's a good pitch. That works, especially when you have that slider right below it on the previous one. You don't know if he's going back to the slider or the fastball. Change the timing, change the approach. That works. Well, so what Tyone had before was more of a, you're not wrong, like, but he would wrap a lot more. You can't really see, but he would wrap around more, and he's doing it more straight back. But yeah, there's still a little bit of that cock, of cocking your arm. All right. Let's see here. Good first pitch slider. This is great. This is good stuff. I mean, I think you guys can kind of see, though, that slider isn't like the whiff slider, you know? That's not this overwhelming breaker. But if Tyone can hit the edges like this, things are fine. Things are great. See, that's an overthrow of it, and like it doesn't have enough movement. Like if you know like a filthy one, it starts here and goes there. Sometimes you'll see whiffs on it, but not on this. This is too obvious of a ball. He's trying to get a fastball, I think, up really, and that's not where he wanted that one. I mean, it's not a bad idea, honestly. Like, you throw this and you throw that. But I think that was supposed to be away. Where's Sanchez setting up here? Wow, they're trying to go down and away with a fastball. He doesn't do that. Doesn't do that at all, so that was weird. So back to the slider. That's a good one. 2-1, sure. Like, what's kind of funny is that Huascar and Noah threw this to Wilson Contreras, and Contreras hit a home run off of it, and it's like, what? What are you doing? Yeah, sliders for strikes. That's what you want. I mean, when we talk about pitching backward, that's what Tyone does. Tyone gets you out with a high four-seamer. He gets the breaking stuff for strikes. Thanks for the follow, Jay Cliff. So yeah, he wanted that higher though. That's too low. That's supposed to be up here. I think he would have had him too. If you see that foul ball, that kind of foul ball like that is essentially he's underneath it. So he went back to the slider again, but he's got to get that farther down. He's late on it because he was expecting a fastball, and he would have gotten him. So they're going to pin a fastball now. Oh man, I don't know what Rosario's looking at here. I think he's getting the mindset of like, if it's low, it's a breaking ball. If it's high, it's a four-seamer. So if it was started low, he thought it would just get out of the zone, I guess. But you gotta swing at that, dude. That was a mistake pitch from Tyone. He's probably like, oh man, I got away with that. Let's watch the fourth now. So that's an understanding of like what. Oh, thanks, MLB. That's an understanding of what works. Or like how Tyone had a successful inning. Now let's see what happens when it's not successful. Why did that happen? 38 results? No. This is not doing what I wanted to do. Oh, they have pickoff attempts in here. Man, did he throw this many pitches? That's a bad fastball. So that's 2 now. That's annoying. That's if I'm the catcher, I'm like, dude, come on. You just missed your fastball up and away in the same exact spot. You have to make the adjustment, and you literally didn't. You know? Which game are you talking about, Tar Minotaur? What game? Both a 90, 91. Yeah, there's something wrong there. Yeah. That's not right. It's supposed to be like 93, 94. I mean, I will say because it's missing like this, sometimes it does mean like he doesn't have the whole thing behind it. We're figuring that out right now, Tar. This is the trouble inning, so we're going to figure out what happened. All right, so we got a fastball in there. Okay, sure. That's not a good heater. You know, but I mean, that's confidence. Like it's Cesar Hernandez, whatever, man. Just get it over there. It's Hernandez. Make him beat you. So I'm like, all right, if it's 2-2, throw me a curveball right now, down. It's not the worst heater. That's at 94. Like he was staying away and away. But the problem with this, throwing this here, is if you're going away, you're then going to surprise them on the inside corner. You're actually going to they essentially have given you the inside corner where they're not looking there. So they will take this pitch. And if you are throwing inside, then it needs to be inside the zone. I mean, sometimes guys will freak out and be like, oh no, I forgot about the inside corner and swing at this still. But if this is here in the zone, that's taken for strike 3 because he's looking out here now and he's given up on this. So that's a little bit disappointing. So, all right. So now it's 3-2. I want to see like some secondary pitch. But you see, look at this. Okay. This isn't even far inside. In many ways, this is like dead destruction, you know, like, oh my God, you're going to get destroyed. But Cesar Hernandez got jammed. I mean, like, he's late on this, right? You can hear the broken bat and it flares out to center, like, or left field. Like, ugh. You know, if Tom made just like a slightly better pitch, that's an out or strikeout, or, I mean, that's terrible BABIP, you know? Yeah, he's not afraid of Cesar taking him yard. Exactly. So they're going to pick off attempt, don't care. Okay. All right, I'll take that first pitch. I mean, it's a little bit of a hittable offering, but I think actually Tyone's fastball plays really well, you know? So that's how you got foul ball there. That's a good pitch. I mean, this is what I talk about. Like, this is how Chris Flexen survived. Good frame by Sanchez there. Got the call. Sweet. So now it's 0-2. I want to see a curveball down. I want to see this stuff being played. But I think the go-to always with 2 strikes is fastball up. And you can't, like, this is the extra element I've been waiting for with Tyone is like, yes, this stuff works, but you gotta really work on these things, you know? Like, you have such a good skill with your 4-seamers up in the Blake Snell blueprint that, like, you have that part. When it really flourishes is when you get both going. See, he tried to and left that one up. So I'm glad that he, like, went for it. But he just doesn't quite have that yet. Right. So that's annoying. That's an annoying one. That's a mistake curveball. That has to be below the zone. And it wasn't. It was very hittable. So Rosario, that's a really good fastball. That's really good. Right at the top of the zone. Beautiful pitch. So now it's 0-1. I would try and sneak a curveball or a slider in here. Oh, my Lord. Eddie Rosario, upstairs, 93. I mean, okay. Now, here's the thing. Eddie Rosario is a good high ball hitter. You just got him swing on that, though, and you're like, I'm going to throw that again. Like, you're going to throw that again after a guy just does that. But he threw it too far down. So that's that. Okay. I don't blame Tyone for throwing a high fastball here. Eddie Rosario just showed you that I want to swing at a high fastball. Tyone's like, well, I've got a really good high fastball. 0-2, I will throw exactly the same 0-1 pitch a second time. Problem is he didn't. He threw it in the zone. You want that to be just like the previous pitch. Rosario can chop it exactly like he did, and there's an RBI single. It's annoying. It's annoying, right? Yes, he could have just probably thrown a curveball down, but the fact that it was a swing and a miss on that fastball up is like, dude, the guy's giving it away to you. Just execute that pitch again. So, I totally understand this. Okay, Franmil Reyes time. This is the annoying one. So, look at that. Oh, man, that's a very hittable fastball. And the rule of thumb, essentially, running is in scoring position to a big guy. You don't throw a fastball, and he just did and blew by him. Yeah, exactly, Tar Minotaur. Yep. Let's pick off attempt, don't care. Okay, so I like that approach. Fastball up and in, slider away, yes. But this is the thing. Tyone can't get away with missing this much. Like, he needs to get closer if he's going to execute that slider off the plate. He just doesn't have that good of a slider. It's good, but it's not, you know, it's not Kluber slider or whatever. Good pitch. Went straight back in here. Okay. So here's the thing. It's 1-2 now. It's 1-2. And Reyes missed on a pitch like this before, and now he fouled it. He's getting the timing there. You have to throw slider down or a curveball down. I kind of want to see the curveball personally. I think the curveball is a really good one. I think it's a better breaking ball than the slider is. But you just got to throw something. Like, I think twice you got to go down here at 1-2. And then if you're 3-2, you can go back up. And then he hits a home run because he goes high. Tries to go high fastball up and in. Leaves it out over the middle of the plate. And it's gone. Ah. It's annoying. It's annoying. So I hope you guys understand this. Like, I'm all about elevated four-seamers. I understand. Yeah, I'll give you guys the I'm all about elevated four-seamers because you can see in the start, like, how successful they are. But it's about context. It's about when you throw it and what you pair them with. And I think Taillon is, like, you guys can actually see. I mean, I think with all the defending I've done on my Taillon ranks and stuff, I hope this is, like, helping you understand why I like him. Because that four-seamer plays really well up. How many strikes did he get and whiffs on high four-seamers? A ton. But the problem was he got burned on a couple of them because he doesn't have quite the pairing yet with his curveball and his slider yet, right? It's like he's so close with those, and you can easily see, like, oh, right, if he throws a curveball there to Reyes or gets that fastball slightly higher up to Rosario, like, he's fine. Unlucky hit with Cesar Hernandez. Sure, a little bit more polish needed on the curveball. But with that foundation of his high four-seamer right now, and gotta say, for the most part, really good command of it. Yeah, sure, he made a couple mistakes. He made that one to Reyes and not as high for Rosario, but it's not erratic. He's not bouncing any of them. He's not, save for the two for Cesar Hernandez, which are annoying. Like, he's not, making these giant, you get a good sense every time he throws a fastball, like, it's, for the most part, going in that direction, That's a really nice foundation. You can understand now, like, oh, yeah, give me 2 more starts of Taillon. Like, maybe he starts correcting that stuff with his slider and curveball. So I hope that breaks it down for you guys. I hope that makes a lot of sense. It gives you the idea of where we're at with Taillon. By the way, the other innings were great. You just saw the 3rd inning. That was great. He did it well. But yeah. But anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for today's stream. Tomorrow, I'm getting my shot at 11. So I don't think I'm going to do actually, no, I am going to do the player breakdown at 1. I should be fine. My understanding is that doesn't hit. The Moderna second dose doesn't hit until like 12 hours. But yeah, so I'll be back tomorrow morning, 8:30 to 10:30, and then doing this stream, exactly this, from 1 to 2. So look forward to that. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for all the support. Y'all are the best. And have a wonderful day. And as always, may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.